students, today we'll start the new chapter polynomials. So the very first question is, what do we mean by polynomial? Polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the exponents of the variable are non-negative integers. Well, I'll repeat. An algebraic expression in which the exponents of the variable are non-negative integer is called polynomial. So the first word, it is algebraic expression. It means we should clear about the algebraic expression, that what is the algebraic expression. When we take the variable and constant together, it's called algebraic expression. Now normally variables are denoted by x, y, z, whereas the constant we denote by a, b, c. And when we take the combination of these variables and constant, it is called an polynomial. So variable and constant, if I take a number x, if a variable x and a constant number 3 suppose, then this becomes a polynomial. This is the combination of variable and constant associated with arithmetic operation. Plus, minus, into, division, all these are arithmetic operation. Another example of the polynomial, it is 2y square plus 5y plus of 3. So this y is a variable and 2, 5, 3 are constant. And all these variables are associated with the constant with positive sign. So combination of this is called a polynomial. With polynomial, some words are associated. It is degree, coefficient. The maximum power of the polynomial, it is maximum power of the variable in a polynomial is called a degree. Here the power, it is 1. So this is the degree of this polynomial, it is 1. Here the maximum power, it is 2, because here it is 1 and here it is 2. So the maximum power is 2. So what is the degree of this polynomial? It is 2. If I take a polynomial as y plus 3 and y plus 4, students think that power is 1, so degree is 1. No, we have to multiply it, and after multiplying we get it as y square plus 7y plus 12. Now what is the maximum power? It is 2. So the degree becomes 2. Now we can identify the polynomial on the basis of their degree. If degree is 1, it is called linear polynomial. For example, 3x plus 5, degree is 1, hence it is called linear polynomial. Y square minus 2y plus 5, maximum power is 2, it means degree is 2. And if the degree is 2, it is called quadratic polynomial. Third polynomial, it is 3y. Again degree is 1, so called linear polynomial. Here in the fourth question, maximum power is 5. Here it is 5, 3 and 1. So what is the maximum number? 5. So degree will be 5. So this is the polynomial of degree 5. Here maximum power is 3. So this is called a cubic polynomial. So I hope you are clear that what is the degree of the polynomial. Now you can see easily, everywhere we are getting the power as a positive number and a whole number. Well, nowhere the power is negative. If power is negative, suppose I write y to the power minus 3 plus 6. This is not a polynomial. Why it is not a polynomial? Because power is negative. Similarly, if I say x to the power of half plus 2 of x plus of 3, again power is a fraction. So it is not a polynomial. So what is the condition? Power should be positive as well as a whole number. It is only for variable, not for constant. If I write x plus under root of 3, this is a polynomial. Why? Because power of x is positive. We are not concerned with the constant. Constant can be under root 3. But power of the variable should be a whole number and it should not be a negative number. So again come back on the definition that what is a polynomial? Polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the exponent means power, of the variable are non-negative integer. Well, the second and the important thing for the polynomial chapter, we should know zeros. Zeros are also known as roots. If I consider a polynomial y square minus 7y plus 12, and if I put the in place of y as 4, this becomes 4 square minus 7 into 4 plus of 12. And after solving it, we get it as 0. It means 4 is 0 of the polynomial, or I can say 4 is the root of the polynomial. Similarly, if I put y is equal to 3, so 3 square minus 7 into 3 plus 12, and after solving it, we get it as 0. It means 3 is 0 of this polynomial. So we are getting two zeros here, 4 and 3. And why we are getting two zeros? Because degree is 2. So maximum zeros can be the degree of the equal to degree of the polynomial. If it is a cubic polynomial, it will have 3 zeros. If this has degree 5, it means we will be getting 5 zeros. Here degree is 2, so we will be getting 2 zeros. Here degree is 1, so we will be getting 1 zero. Now, if I represent any polynomial on the graph and we wish to find that how many zeros are here, how many zeros. Now, question is not what is 0. Here the question is how many zeros. To find that how many zeros we have, check at how many points the graph is intersecting x-axis. Here graph is intersecting only at one point. It means the given polynomial has only 1 zero. Let us discuss more problems. It will be clarifying you. Now if you see this graph, at how many points it is intersecting x-axis? Only at one point. So it has 1 zero. At how many points it is intersecting x-axis? At 2 points. This is 1 point and this is other point. So how many zeros? 2 zeros. Here at 1 point, 2, 3. So there are the 3 intersection points with x-axis. Hence 3 zeros. Please keep it in the mind, we have to check only with x-axis. We'll not take y-axis. We'll take only x-axis. It is intersecting x-axis at one point. We'll not take this point because it is intersecting at y-axis. It is intersecting at x-axis. It means it has 1 zero. Again, it is intersecting at one point. It is touching at one point only. So it has 1 zero. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. It is intersecting x-axis at 4 points, hence 4 zeros. So I hope everyone is clear that we can find the number of zeros if we check at how many points it is intersecting x-axis. Well, so class, if you are clear for these questions, please do the exercise 2.1 in your copy. Same type of the questions are there, because here it is not intersecting x-axis, so no zeros. Answer will be no zeros. Don't write zero zeros. No zero will be the answer. Here answer will be 1. And similarly, solve the questions yourself in your copy. We'll meet at 11:30.